No clue. Yeah, the frame rate thing, I currently, because I have funky things set up with my monitor, if I tab out, the frame rate goes down. I think because it, like, when the game is running in the background, it assumes it should be running slow. So if I tab out of the game, it'll look like the frame rate is really bad. But as long as I'm in the game, it's going to be okay. So it's just a little weird. It's just because of the way I'm going to have to capture this, unfortunately, is going to be a little wonky. Let's start again, shall we? Age of Wonders Planetfall is a game that's coming out from the same people who made tons of different Age of Wonders stuff. It is coming out August the 8th? August the 6th. August the 6th is actually when this is going to be coming out. I believe it is available for pre-order now. If you do an exclamation mark sponsored in the chat, you can actually see all that info. Of course, this stream is sponsored by Paradox, who are publishing this, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, did Paradox purchase Triumph Studios who are making this? I may be spreading, like, false news, alternative facts, but I'm pretty sure that is actually correct, which is kind of exciting. Paradox needs to stop making games I want to play. I know, 64-bit robot. There's too much good stuff. Like, there's already so many good games from them, and then they just keep putting out more stuff, and you're like, guys, what are we gonna do? Anywho, lots of different factions in here, lots of different ways to customize your character as well. So not only are the different factions, your individual character, your sort of faction leader that you're going to be playing as, you can tweak it and customize it and do all kinds of different things. You can see the lovely and sexy Michael Valentine over here, who I chose as my faction leader. How can you resist this dude? The big old shades, the stash of doom. I love this guy. Could not say no to him. And our faction, there must be a way. I did post a screenshot, but I'm betting there's a way in here to bring it up again. I'm sorry, it's still fairly new to this game. Look at us, yes, we're part of the Vanguard faction. He's so good. He's so good. I mean, honestly, if I shaved the beard, we're basically twins, except I'm still sunburned over here. We're basically twins. So we are the Vanguard is our race over here, and Michael Valentine's is the Vanguard. He's also got the Promethean setup over here. Secret text that we've got access to, which I believe is like weapons of mass destruction and different things. I haven't been able to spend a ton of time into the game, just enough to like more or less, you know, have the UI remind me and like practice some battles and things like that. But there's going to be a certain amount of discovery over here, which I'm super pumped about. So we've got our armies here. If you've ever played an Age of Wonders game, we've got our army here. Your army can be composed in Planetfall here of up to 6 different types of units, or 6 different units in here. Including your hero units. So we've got our hero units here, Michael Valentine, who is, you know, sort of representing us. The hero units tend to be quite potent and powerful in the game. And then over here we've got a Pug over here, which is a great name. It's a specialist type unit, provides some buffs, some healing, some different things. We've got ourselves some just generic troopers. This is our baseline. This is a tier 1 core unit, very baseline damage dealer, cheap to make, you know, not too special, but is going to get some of the job done. We've also got ourselves an owl over here. Again, it's considered a core unit for some of those bases, but it is a little flying drone things. That's one of the things with the Vanguards. They've got that. Kind of looks like Peter Dinklage in X-Men. Oh my God! You're right! Oh my God! I can't remember that character's name, but you're absolutely right. It totally looks like him. That's fantastic. So this is the vibe that the Vanguard are going to have. Lots of sort of tech and machine and things like that. But there's like biological ones, there's robot-y people, there's cyborg-y people, there's like psionics and different things. Unfortunately, I can't at this time show you the character and faction setup screen. There's a bunch of stuff there that's still embargoed, so I was not able to show you that, which is a damn shame because it's, you know, kind of good. We actually have an extra unit sitting out here. We have an extra owl, which is one of our scout units. So you can only have 6 units in a single army. We have a second army here that just happens to have 1 unit, which is fine. But we can use you for some scooting a boot, which is going to be okay. You know, maybe push back some of the fog of war. So let's, for example, get you coming out over here, Mr. Scoot, to see what we can do. All right, and then we're out of movement. So it is a turn-based game. But what's interesting about this is it has the strategic map and also tactical combat. And then there's tons of little points. The Static Reality Research Park, this must be a neutral faction. Yeah, NPC army of Paragon faction. So their army strength over here is 690 defending this neutral town. Our army, it says army power 715 plus 280. Main army power and then colony militia power. Oh, That's probably the colony itself. So right now, if I were to be attacked here, we'd have a little bit of extra oomph, but outside of the city, we wouldn't have as much. What we want to do, and this is very classic Age of Wonders, is we want to bop some of these neutral camps. Now, this city, I don't think we can touch at this time, but over here, we've got some, like, critters of some kind guarding a shelter. So we can go over here and we can pick things up. So let's go ahead and right-click over here. I love Michael Valentine's little scooter thing, which is awesome. So we have 715 army strength. They have 440 apparent over here. Hopper Hound Blade Maw, which is their commander, and then some Mega Beetle babies. Thank goodness they're only babies. And then Hopper Hound Manhunter over here. We can auto combat. We are going to manual combat, however, here. And enter this. So now we're going to go into tactical combat. We haven't looked at the actual cities yet, which we'll look at that because you can build buildings and spawn more units and research some things and tons of stuff. It's a chopper, baby. Are you quoting Pulp Fiction? Like the little pan at the start of combat. Defender always moves first. This is a very alien planet. So there's a bunch of stuff. There's like tons of different sort of planets. You're spread out. There's like galactic sort of story and theme and events and things that are going on here. But we're just going to concern ourselves with small scale stuff. So here we are. Tactical combat is turn-based. It is very reminiscent of previous Age of Wonders game. But I have to say, if you haven't played them, and even if you have played them, with this, and it's partially, you know, the more modern tech, but also like sort of these cover mechanics over here, I almost get like sort of like an XCOM-ish kind of vibe to the combat, which I think is kind of excellent, and I think it fits really good. I like these like tents, you know, the unit tent over here, so we've got different kind of cover. So our units have a certain amount of action points, which you can see on the bottom left. Sorry, my camera is mirrored. Down here, those three little things. See if I like move my mouse over, which is going to cause them to move a little further, you can see how many action points they'd be left with after moving certain distances. Different actions take different amounts of action points, and if you take an action that uses any amount of action points, it does end that unit's turn. So all the defenders have moved, now we will move entirely. So we got our pug, for example, over here. So it does have the ability to shoot. It's got a blast laser, 90% base to hit chance. But it can also hunker down. Oh, I think all of our units can do this to become a little harder to hit. Can't be flanked. And then we've got a blur cloud. Target friendly unit becomes 40% harder to hit for 2 rounds. Has cooldown 2 rounds. We have a healing charge, so it can heal a unit for 25 HP. Can only be used once for battle. We've also got a resupply charge, which can only be used once per battle, but all of the target units' cooldowns and once per battle abilities are reset. So you kind of want to save this to be able to recharge someone else. We can cycle through our units with N. I mean, we can just click on a unit as well. Maybe we should start with with Michael Valentine right over here in his awesome chopper. Look, he's sort of sitting back here in the wheel, or like in the actual back wheel. Awesome. So we can move, we can do this. He's got an attack, the focus laser array attack. He's also got this wide field laser attack, which only has a range of 1 if I click on it, but it's got an AoE. So it's got this like 6, well, sorry, not 6 hex, it's actually 7 hexes, AoE kind of thing he can do. And he's also got a weapon equipped. If you've ever played any Age of Wonders games, you'd be used to the idea that your people can be equipped with a ton of stuff. Anyway, we'll start with a move here. Single action, just fires the 1 time. It has a knockback for staggering. These all look like they're melee units. Yes, they are all melee units, so they can't overwatch. Yes, overwatch is a thing here. That only certain types of units will do. So most likely they're going to run up and try to melee someone, so we want to work with range as much as possible. As we move around, we will get a little preview if we, you know, can get a shot off on someone, which I'm not sure that we can because of the cover. Should we just run up? Oh, they spit acid? Ugh. Because this guy can overwatch. I can move here. We got grenades and stuff too. We'll move up here. And we'll just, oh, we do have a shot on this guy, but it's the red pip. See the little X's here on the thing? Red is quite a poor shot. It's only 15% chance to hit. So I'm going to overwatch you. And then you choose a direction. So we'll cover, say, this angle. Seems good. This is another trooper, just Vanguard, so he can also overwatch. I'm gonna move you to here, and we'll do the same thing. We're gonna sort of we're gonna draw them out. Spit acid or not, I don't know. This is our first encounter with some sort of alien thing. This is our owl, which is a scout. It can put down a targeting field on someone to make them easier to hit. I don't think I want to run up though. Flying units don't really have cover. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and run you off to a side over here, and call that good enough for now. As with once you're in combat, you can just go ahead and put auto combat on here, which I actually really like doing with the Age of Wonders games quite a bit. You know, if it's not like a battle where I have to like really get in gritty, I don't like to automate the combat, but what I like to do is get it started, and then like I don't like to simulate the battles, but I do like to just hit the auto resolve. You know what, Michael Valentine, he's not one to sit back. He's gonna run up over here, and then he's going to just go into defense mode. And the Pug, blur cloud, target friendly unit becomes harder to hit. What's the range on this? Out of range. Okay, so it's got some range. Is it listed here? Oh, I think it's a range of 3 hexes. Okay, so if I move to here, which isn't terribly undercover. Oh, I like the way it moves. I can throw the blur cloud on Michael Valentine and give him some more protection. Okay, I think that's... Oh, that's not everyone. We got another Vanguard trooper over here. I want to move you up and put you in Overwatch as well. And then we'll see if we can make use of these grenades and whatnot. Okay, now we got no one left, so we'll end turn. I don't know if I'm playing this one very well. There we go. Overwatch as these guys are running up. Yeah, they do have an acid spit. I'm hoping they can't do that all the time. Miss. The sword icon, I think, is a melee Overwatch. Melee type, like units that have melee Overwatch, they will take attacks of opportunity of people that move next to them and various things like that. And also, if you use a non-melee action adjacent to them, I think they will trigger their melee Overwatch. So you definitely don't want to get into melee range with them unless you are set up for that. So, are we currently under the effect of acid? Oh, we're poisoned! Oh, good! Taking 5 biological damage per turn, 3 turns remaining. One of the things that's new here is these like mod abilities for these units, which is kind of cool. But yeah, these units can have tons of traits. So this is a biological unit, it's a core type unit, it's infantry, it moves on land, it's considered light unit for things that affect that. And it's Vanguard over here, which is our faction. How many level have units? Huh? I don't know what that question is. So I don't want to get next to these guys. That would be bad. There's green goop on the ground, but I don't think that the poison is a ground effect state. How about we just drop some grenades, guys? I like grenades. You can also stagger them, which will turn off their Overwatch. When in doubt, grenade. Alright, melee Overwatch canceled, so now that's not going to be an issue anymore. I think Michael is going to move to over here, which will leave him with 1 action point. And possibly set up a bit of flank. Or, hold on, we've got the wide field laser array. There's no way for us to get more than 2 people, though. And it's only 43% chance over here. Maybe I will move first. If I want to hit them both with the wide field laser array, though, I'm going to have to expose Michael to some real danger. I don't know what the best place to put him. Will the red canister explode if shot? I believe it does, actually. That's an excellent point. Will explode when destroyed. Oh, I think it's out of range. Oh no! I did it bad, you guys. Alright, we're just gonna take a shot on these guys. They're already staggered. 90% chance, and it'll stagger him as well. There you go. So we are spreading out our damage, which is not usually a good thing. But let's see what we can do. I'm gonna hold off on the Pug. You are gonna run up here and try to get some grenade action. Maybe you'll shoot. We'll see. Oh, we can hit up to 3 of them with a grenade. Eat that.
Enemy eliminated.
Alright. This is the Pug again. Another trooper here. Now, they're not stacked enough to grenade some more. Well, that's not true. Maybe I can hit these guys. We'll see what kind of stuff presents itself. I grenade over here. Yeah, we'll hit both these. I think kill another one of the babies.
Enemy kill.
Just like in Crusader Kings 2, babies are easy to kill. I think staggered units, they're losing the action points. So he's got no action points left. He's only got one over here, so they're not going to get to do much on their turn. Stagger also breaks Overwatch. It's a very high value thing. Oh, I could probably drop some accuracy boosters before we did this. What's the range on the accuracy thing? 7? Oh, that's insanely good. If I move over here, I'll still have an action point. So let's get a little closer with our owl. Let's give a hoot. Let's drop a targeting field on the big guy, make him a little easier to hit. And then the pug, which is range 5 shot, I think he'll just move over here and go ahead and just shoot this big guy. Awesome. So that's it for us. If we end our turn, I don't think he can move because I think he's been so heavily staggered. And he's only got one action point. Oh, they can jump! Now, I can click on these guys and find out stuff about them, which is probably a good idea. Like Claw Strike, Air Leap, that would have been a good one to take note of. Combat Jump, Yeah, okay. Now, these guys have melee Overwatch. So yeah, if I try to make an action here, see, it's got an exclamation mark over my head to let me know it's going to trigger Overwatch, which is probably not what I want. We've got a 95% chance to hit and finish this guy off.
Enemy destroyed.
It's been out of command. I give a hoot. Let's see if we can move around to get a better combat angle. I think something like this will do okay for Mr. Valentine. Oh! I didn't have any action left. Did I really use all my action for this? I guess I did. Alright, well, just end turn. Dang. Well, that's not what I meant to do. Can I get a green? Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. I guess I'm not going to be able to stagger here, which is a bit unfortunate. We could just hopefully finish him off. Okay, we took no losses.
Our forces are victorious.
Alright, we took them on to one. Took a little bit of damage on one dude, but that's it. Oh, we've gained a colonist. Oh, because the little tent's over here. So we got an extra unit of population in Maldiv. So let's take a look at Maldiv over here at our city building screen. So we've got a population of 6, 4 turns, next colonist will arrive. So we're getting, you know, growth counts over here. We've got some food collection until the next colonist. I'm pretty sure that's what the icon means. Yeah, down over here, Colonist Management. So this is food production. We also produce energy. We've got production. We've got knowledge, which sounds pretty good, and happiness over here, which, you know what, happiness, pfft, who cares? Colonist Management is on auto right now, but of course we could emphasize, we could say, listen, leave it on auto, but prioritize food. But I'll turn it off, we'll have it balanced right now, because I actually don't know how to balance it. The game is not out yet, the game will be out on August the 6th. You can pre-order now, if you do ! sponsored in the chat, it'll give you a link for that. Unit production, so we can build more units, just owls and troopers right now. Then we've got structures. So, for example, if we built the military skirmisher barracks over here, which would take us 2 turns, we would be able to start building Vanguard assault bikes. Specialist Training Center lets us build more pugs. The central reactor core would... Oh, only one central structure can be built. Interesting. So, it gives us extra energy. We have the central biofarm, the central replicator, the science lab, or we can just sit here and generate energy, which is fine. What else we got? Sector production, no sectors annexed. So yeah, they've got the sector system here, which I haven't really experimented with too much, but you can like pull in more sectors, this is very different than any previous Age of Wonders games. To the best of my knowledge. Should be able to level up your hero from the start. Oh, I probably had some skill points I didn't spend. I could have done that in a battle. Colonist Management over here in Colony Center. So we can see we currently have the Colony Center over here. This is the Colony Center building, provides basic income, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And we have a recreational dome, so we get some happiness and some income over there. Features over here, forest, fungal, and yeah, it can be boosted through researchers, it's kind of neat. And then our owner over here, Michael Valentine. We can change our colony name. Should we do it? What should we name our colony? I'm gonna grab a subscriber name from chat now. Belf Knight! Belf Knigget. Boom. With 2 T's. So I think what I should probably do is queue up a building here. Now, only one central structure can be built. This is 10 this. Now, do we already have Colony Central building? Colony Center. I'm assuming that building a central building doesn't replace this. It's just our baseline stuff. So we can build one of these central buildings. Probably as soon as we build one, it goes away. I don't know what the most important thing to build early on is. I mean, research is always good, but I'm also tempted just to add production. Pick a structure you lack a sector for. Oh, is that the advice? So we have a forest, which is giving us production and food, if we research it, and fungal, which is giving us food and science. So we don't have as a sector that's giving us energy. So I guess we'll build a central reactor core and do that maybe to balance things out. Excellent. We should look through the rest of the government screen. So over here we've got our contacts. We haven't met anyone yet. Is this spy stuff? Someone will chat on the board with more. Ooh, victory conditions. Look at this. Oh my god, the builder, the operator, doomsday. Yeah, let's just leave that be for now. All of our colonies, excellent. Military overview. Unit template manager. Right, so as one of the things is, as you upgrade this, one of the things that used to happen in the Age of Wonder series that I think they're trying to avoid here is that units would basically become obsolete. Once you sort of built up a city enough, I don't think there'd be much point in building the lower tier ones. Operations or spells, thank you very much. You sort of ignore the lower tier ones, and I think one of the things they're looking to do here is make it so that you can modify and keep these things active by unlocking new mods over here through, you know, various things. We don't have any of those right now, but I think that's the idea, is to keep that sort of active in a longer term kind of setting. Research facilities are being set up. It'll be available in one turn. Yeah, we'll just finish our first round over here. I guess, is there any reason to, like, take another move? I don't know vision. Anyway, Maldiv can annex his first sector. Excellent. You should send an army to an adjacent sector to annex it for the colony. This sector can then be developed to give your colony an economic boost. All right, sounds great. I think we have to, there we go. Annex sector as province for Belf Knight requires an army. So I think we have to actually land on this little point over here to do it. Let's end turn. Want that research park. Yeah, but the research park is going to be a little harder to defeat. So I think we're going to need to build up before we can take that on. Can I annex things with just my little owl over here? That's something I actually didn't realize. Rocky Narrows? Yes! Is there a limit to how many sectors I can have at once? Yes! Needs 2 more colonists before I can add the sector. Okay. So we will want to put in some priorities for some of these things. But for now, can I take these guys? 500 army power, yes. These guys we really couldn't. Well, these sort of even numbers. I don't like even numbers. I want superior numbers. So we're going to head over here instead. Requires orders. I guess we get some points of interest over here. I know it hasn't been explored yet. Okay. Actually, you can't go and take that on. More research. Set military research. There we go. So we got military and society research over here. Our Vanguard tree. Nanite support. Unlocking nanite injectors. So this is a mod for our armor that we can unlock. So that gives them the ability to self-heal, I believe. And then give them extra resistances. Subjugation ordnance. I kind of like the name of this. Flechette armor, which is probably good. Yeah, has a chance to inflict bleeding on cyborgs and biologicals. Yep. Units that have the firearms ability. Most of our units have the firearms ability early on. Oh, yeah. We got to level up Valentine. So, let's take a look. You, here. Skill points. No, we have 0 skill points. Or is there, like, a level up button that I need to be hitting? Don't attack the scyfish. Oh, what, over here? No, these are not scyfish, are they? No, these are mega baby beetles. We just defeated a bunch of these. Oh, yeah, XP 3 of 8. So some people were saying you could level him up right away. Maybe they were seeing some other demo of, like, which started off with him being higher level. Yeah, he's not high enough level yet. Anyway, we'll just move in this way. I think that people heal per turn, so it's going to be okay. Society research. Aquatic development. Wait. Water base. Ability to build bases on water. I didn't know that was a thing. You guys. See, I haven't had enough time to really fiddle with this. I'm hoping I got the code a couple of days ago, but again, I was doing a road trip all over Scotland, so I haven't had a chance to play much.